I probably want to have a decent surplus of minerals actually for when Chinorr is actually integrated. I may have to spend a lot of minerals. That can go there.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Okay, let's upgrade the farm there. B system is done. Let's do that survey. And what was the other thing I need to do? Displace. I had tons of stuff being made here, and it looks like they've all basically finished. I don't know how long this takes to run out as well, the Conquered modifier, but it will happen. I don't know, it's 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, not entirely sure. Okay, that was done, wasn't it? Spaceport and Silver finished. Let's make cruisers. Siet Secundus finished something.
System survey complete.
Okay, survey's done here. Let's get this to... Is there any more colonizable planets anywhere? I don't think there is. Oh, there's one down there. Let's go and grab that. I am a bit tempted. Well, that's within the territory now, sadly. I was tempted to colonize that for that resource, but it would have caused border friction with the Senpais. I didn't really want to.
Construction complete.
Yeah, maybe I could.
Incoming transmission.
Non-aggression pact invitation. Nope. Gonna be going to war with you. System surveyed. We did that. Spaceport and Silver. Made another cruiser. We're approaching the cap here. How many do we have? Cruisers? 8, is it? 14, okay. Unemployed citizen. That can go on a food tile more than likely. Let's upgrade that.
Construction complete.
Okay. See, it's can list something. Chinorr has half a year to go. That's really a lot to do then.
Research complete.
Research is done. Ship upgrade costs. Considering I haven't upgraded my ships for ages, that's actually probably going to come in handy. Ooh, right, what's going on here then? Fleet Academy. Oh, I had a resource before as well, didn't I? I forgot about it. So, can you actually make a building with that resource? Is anything turning up here? No, it isn't. So, it was a module as well though, wasn't it? Pithlerin Refinery. Doesn't look like we actually had any of that resource. So, yeah, forget that. Interstellar Fleet Traditions, Fleet Academy, chance to evade, weapon damage, chance to hit. Grand Fleet is actually an edict. Clone Army, I don't think we really need to upgrade our armies all that much. The Living State, an edict, leader pool size, it's only 1. Empire, oh that means you get 4 choices then instead of 3 it would be. I think, yeah, I want probably some more leaders. Let's go and pick that up. It's not actually all that long anyway.
Construction complete.
Okay, Tiffin Prime completed something.
System survey complete.
Survey's done. What was that here? Spaceport. Move that there. Or maybe the food. Where is this? Oh, that's world. So I think, yeah, all of the colonizable planets down here I've paid a visit to. let's... I think I'll actually survey... Well, I'm going to go to war with them next. Maybe I can wait. Let's survey over here. Okay. Maybe I should even survey up here. If there's some worlds that I don't know. The thing is, I'd really like a species I can uplift, but I haven't found one, and I probably would have found one by now somewhere over here, I imagine, if there was one. I assume there's got to be some on the map somewhere, but it must be over here. There isn't any in the species list. If we check this out, pretty damn sure of it. That no one's uplifted anything. They have actually created a new species. I believe they're the only ones, other than myself. We haven't really created a new species yet, no. Right, Chinorr, how long now? Can't be long. I'm gonna have to reorganize a lot coming up in 2 months' time though. I'm gonna have 9 planets when the cap's 5, so my money's gonna massively dip. I'm gonna have to move planets across and save and load because of issues if they're not updating immediately. And I was on normal speed when I meant to be on fast. That guy's happiness has increased a bit. Okay, and it looks like the Chinorr were just integrated, so you can see all that territory is now mine, and well, actually including those outposts, which I'm probably going to have to get rid of because I prefer the influence. Right, let's quickly have to take a look at these 4 worlds within 3 systems that I now own, and I of course can colonize quite a few planets within that territory as well. I also have probably, well, I've got closer access down to here to colonize as well if I want to keep that especially. So that was their capital. That's a very good world. We actually lack a tile clear attack there, so that's a bit of an issue. And there looks like they're migrating, which I may not want them to do since they are repugnant. I may have to do something about that in a second. But right, I gotta figure a few things out here, which can take me a few minutes. Okay, I've done quite a bit of reorganizing the new Chinorr territories. I haven't actually saved and reloaded yet though, but it does seem that my money has changed a bit. I've actually turned over a couple of systems to the sectors. So let's take a look at the Chinorr territory first of all. I've actually made a sector here from their capital system, so I've called that the Chinorr Autonomous Republic, and you can see that that's the former capital there. I actually had to rebuild their capital tile. You can't have another empire capital, it would seem, and it must have just disbanded it completely. I assume that's what happened. The other colonies I intend to turn over in a not too distant future. I wouldn't mind getting the tile clearer text though. The next one that's going to be turned over is probably Suber. I can do at the earliest. The Chinorr actually had quite a bit of technologies that I didn't, but sadly we don't seem to gain any techs from integrating them, or any tech bonus or anything like that, I believe. So they had this building which I'm not actually able to make. I may scrap these, I probably don't need them. They also had this building which I haven't got yet, the military academy, so it might be worthwhile keeping some of these just so I can make better armies in the short term. The other sector or system I turned over was actually the Feldazir systems. That's joined to the south sector. It was basically done. There's a few tiles there which weren't. I've updated Valhall's capital tile, which took a lot of influence, and I intend to make the happiness building here because it has a tiny bit of happiness issues, and then I'll probably turn that over in the not too distant future as well. When I integrated the Chinorr, I actually gained their fleets, so that's a few thousand strong, including battleships, which we don't have yet. And you can see here they have some techs which I don't have, but there's no way for me to acquire them, it would seem. They actually have a better energy, That's interesting actually. Let's check something out. So they have better energy. Do I get some sort of bonus here? I'm not expecting it, but yeah, it would show up there like the research treaty does if there was some sort of bonus, I believe, but yeah, it's not showing up. So I don't know what to do with this fleet. I could upgrade it to my ships, apart from the battleships, of course. Or battleship, I should say. They only have one. I'll probably keep them like that for the time being, though, maybe. I can't actually move them back to my territory, so I got a constructor coming down here to make a wormhole station. They also had, if I go into this system, they've got a module here which I don't have. If I can find it, it's that one there, the Fleet Academy. I was able to actually research that tech recently though. They've got quite a few ships here that I probably don't need, and I should probably just scrap to save on money, maintenance, so I'm going to do that. So let's disband. Okay. What else have we got here? So that's a sector situation, that's a factions. Yeah, I think we're pretty much ready to unpause and get going. I'm going to stay at 7 for a tiny bit then. Also, I have actually disbanded those outposts, but it hasn't updated it yet, so I'm going to lose that territory in a second. There's going to be a war within, well, just over 2 years. Right, let's unpause. And
Construction
yeah, that's what we
complete.
just did. That's an issue. That tundra world is no longer within my territory, so didn't realize that was going to happen. Are these guys tundra related? I don't even know. Looks like they're erratic actually. Yeah, so they may nick that off me in a second. Could get a colony down there maybe though. Spaceport on Silver finished construction queue, so let's get another cruiser out. Is there any border issues with these guys? Seemingly not yet, at least. Maybe I have to wait until the end of the month.
Incoming transmission.
Okay, what is that? Non-aggression. No real good directive. I'm going to say no for the time being. They're not that strong. If these two break their relationship up, I wouldn't mind attacking up here actually, so really want that. Since if you get it, you have to wait 10 years before you can attack. That can dock up as well, save a bit of money. So I've got to wait for various tiles to clear, buildings to get done. Oh, that reminds me as well. Every single one of these Chinorr worlds actually has one guy migrating. You can only have one, I believe, at a time. And they're all going to the Pindra Vosk colony. This one here, not sure why really, because their homeworlds are actually better in terms of habitability for them. They're arid and that's tundra, but they want to go there for some reason. And these are xenophobe as well, most of them as well. But these guys are also repugnant, so if they are going to move, I really don't want them having the repugnant trait, since that's going to cause issues, definitely, with other species. So I can do something about that. Let's go to species, go to Chinorr and modify. So you can actually replace or get rid of negative traits, but sadly it does use up a trait point. I think it's worthwhile though, especially in terms of repugnant trait. The traits aren't amazing. Industrious, it's actually not bad, but our droids do exactly the same. Engineering's okay, but it's only one bonus. I would want more than that. Intelligent added on, for example. So this race is never going to be all that good. I might as well, yeah, just do every single one going. It's going to cost me a fortune in science though, but it may well be worth it if they're going to migrate. So, and the sooner I do it, the cheaper it'll be, because the more of them, the more it costs. So let's do that.
Situation log updated.
Okay. I'm going to keep the planet preference as well, since they're all on arid worlds, I believe. Right, so if you check out the logs here, Where is that? It should be... Okay, it's actually down there. I'm not sure I'm going to get there in time. Okay. That is terrible. A non-aggression pact between them. If they get a defensive pact, I am not going to be amused, because I want to go to war with them very soon. Could well happen, I'm afraid. We're on that amount of influence. Certainly need a lot of influence coming up. Okay, Siet Prime finished. Right, I'm going to move the capital tile here. They're actually migrating to pin. Why are they all going there? I have no idea. Stick that there. And demolish. Okay, I need 250 to up the government, but I'm a while off that still. That's unemployed. I might want to put a special building here, but having said that, which one would it be? There isn't many here, certainly that I can afford. I'll just stick another science building here, I think.
System survey complete.
A lot of the Chinorr worlds actually had biolabs on them, which is a bit strange, arguably, since they supposedly specialize in engineering. That's a bit of an AI flaw. The AI doesn't make the most out of its traits, for certain. Marath's system was surveyed. There's a ton of things for me to survey over here, so let's start on surveying that there. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that again because I've timed out, so I've got to keep an eye on this scientist coming down there. In fact, he is down there, so let's do this again, just short on time then. Species, Chinorr, modify, let's take that off, and modify. I think that's gone up as well, sadly. I'm trying to think if there's a reason to change this, but I can't think of any. I might not be able to modify this species actually, because they won't have any trait points left after I've done this.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, it's probably worthwhile getting rid of Pugnant. Okay. What is that? It's employed citizen there. Let's stick you there. That. I want to upgrade capital tile there in a minute.
Construction complete.
Right, research. Okay, this is going to take a long time. So how much was it? It was 17 months that's going to take. So that was finished as well, which I may want to make something there. I'll just probably made a money building, I think. I'll put that there for happiness. Yeah, these guys as well, because their ethics are pretty much identical to mine, they're really very, very happy. Okay, and what else? I'm trying to think. Oh, that science ship, yeah, should come online in a second. The other science ship I was moving, I'm actually going to change my mind with this. I might as well do these while that task is going on, and that's going to take a while, so let's go to here and research that project. I'll do all of these during that 17 months time. Try to. Okay, I've updated the build list. I could really do with an event with about 500 influence at the moment, though there's quite a few things that I would quite like to update and can't really. Really, things like capital buildings, really, in the main, and even the odd special building. Right, someone's unemployed here, so this is Siet Secundus. How many population? I think I have 5 here now, actually. So, yeah, I want to make the capital tile, and I should stick it there, I think. So, speaking of spending influence, let's spend some. Let's demolish that. Do I have enough sort of upgrade that there? There's, yeah, from now on I think the really good spaceport down here I should actually use to make cruisers. So let's stick one in the list there since it has Fleet Academy. So I'll probably start making them there. I guess I'll let that complete.
Complete.
What was that? Wormhole station was made over here. So I think this fleet, can it move back over here? Saying no still. Don't know why. I got good range over here. Probably have to save and reload it, I guess, to get that working. Maybe. Unemployed. I think I'll do that now, actually. I've saved and loaded the game, and I still can't actually get this fleet back to my main territory, but I have figured out why. Basically, we don't have the right fast and light travel. It's hyperdrive, not wormhole, so we can't basically go through the territory. That's what's happening. I can come down here, but not through there. So, I probably need to upgrade this fleet, or I could have issues, and to be honest, it's not probably that much better than my own fleets, if at all, arguably anyway. My current potential upgrades. I don't think I'll upgrade it yet, though. I'll just keep them down here, but I will separate that battleship in case I want to upgrade quickly, and we don't have battleship technology yet, of course, so we probably can't upgrade that anyway. Let's wow, 1400 one battleship is as well, supposedly in strength. Let's keep that there and keep that there. I had a quick look at the Rontor to see what shape they are in, since I want to go to war against them, and they're in pretty good shape in terms of strength. Nearly, what's that, 14k? I don't think they've increased their shields or their weapons in any way since I last looked, though, actually. So that's good, at least, and we're catching up in those areas, and at least we should be. Right, let's get going. This planetary capital is actually next to 2 science tiles, so I'm not getting adjacency for either of those tiles. It's a terrible placement. What I think I'm going to do is actually replace this and put it there on top of that physics. So I will lose the physics, but I'll get 4 adjacency by putting it there. Could put it there on the engineering, but I guess we lack engineering the most, so maybe I should do physics. I'm going to upgrade the buildings to this level, though, first of all, since it's a planetary capital. I won't be able to until yeah, with a normal capital. So better do these first. Let's do that. And also, I think I want to switch these from biolabs over to physics, since I don't have the upgrade to the biolabs. Don't even actually have the biolab tech. So yeah, I'll switch, place those to basic and basic, and update them to physics, and then move it to there finally, and I'll probably have enough influence to do it then as well. Right, let's move Governor back there as well. So we're waiting for 86 April 2nd to start the war. So I'm going to upgrade my fleet just before then, probably. How many population we got here? 6. Want that tile, I think. So let's stick down money for physics for the time being. The Uri nation just declared the Nefarda Union their rival, who used to be part of the Syndicate. I actually have 3 rivals. I have the Pirak, the Meshben, and the what are they called? Syndicate Interstellar Nation.
Project complete.
I want to change any of that for a while. Arguably, while I'm doing this modifying that as well. I should probably have a few scientists on the go getting all of these and anything else I can do, so to maximize Links, even do more race modifications, but I would have to hire more scientists and I don't have the slots. So the Ghoul Lanther herd was secured. We gain 1 specimen and society research of 250, which at this point in the game is crap. So those just aren't worth doing if unless you're doing something else at the same time. Right, so with that scientist, let's get the one which is here, since that's probably the nearest.
Construction complete.
I've got a few left. Sietz Candace just finished something, which I don't know what it was. Probably the capital tile, actually. So what I want to do is probably upgrade. I've got a Datify. Let's upgrade the food. Make sure we got enough. Okay. Make that there. That's probably enough, actually. Okay, it took a minute out to upgrade the build lists again, and I'm still desperately in need of influence for loads of things. But, well, we're in a decent amount, but yeah, it's going to take a while to get everything done that I want to get done, as usual. Scientists upgraded, Nefarda Union rivaled them back. Nearly 85, we're about a year and a tiny bit away from war. Gonna be vassalizing these guys, then attacking these guys straight away, giving them their territory. It's gonna cost me influence to have another vassal, but it's probably worthwhile. These guys do not like us too much in terms of ethics, so don't really want them causing rebellions arguably for a while. Uri Nation defensive pact with the Tebran Dominion. Yeah, they really like their packs, these guys, don't they?
System survey complete.
Not sure why, to be honest. Ruthless capitalists are willing to go to any length to acquire more wealth and resources for themselves and for their empire. They tend to avoid evenly matched fights, preferring to pounce on the weak and the helpless. Sounds like a good plan. The survey, that one's been surveyed. Good. Let's keep on surveying over here. Shields, that's repeating tech I don't really need. Second level of barrier could be very useful if I come up against certain opponents with missiles, and for that reason I think I'm going to pick up that tech. Arguably I'm at the stage where I need this though, maybe. Okay. And well, actually, since I'm making cruisers, I'd better upgrade my ships. So I'll do that now. It turns out that I've been a bit stupid. I thought I was researching the shield tech that was level 5, and in actuality I was researching the 3rd level of shields, when I had already the 4th level of shields via debris. So there's absolutely no point pretty much in me having researched that, since I'm almost never going to use them when I've got level 4 shields, so I just wasted a ton of research when I could have been researching something else. And there's no need for me to upgrade my ships as well because of that. So I wish I knew that, but wish I hadn't done that, but I did. Oh well. Probably not the first mistake I've made, definitely not the first mistake I've made, and certainly not the last, but maybe the biggest mistake I've made actually. Electra Tertius, but I'm sure you'll be the judge of that, has finished something. Now I can't turn this over until those are ready to turn over, and they're not really yet, so this is holding up things more than the other one, probably. Want to get
Construction
a
complete.
ton of science really before I turn that over. Pindra Vosk finished something, probably upgrading that, and I'll do so again.
Special project complete. System survey complete.
Okay, special project done. Interesting. The Xeamon system was surveyed. Let's get that to continue. I think I'll do that one next. Right. Unemployed citizen here. In fact, there's more than one probably. Looks like at least 3 of these guys have moved over, and they still have the repugnant trait, which worries me since they've moved. Might have to do that on that planet. Right, I've got a ton of inactive buildings. Well, that's interesting. Special project finished. Did it actually complete fully? Or did the fact that they emigrate change things? Only one way really to find out. Let's check species here. There's 2 different types of Chinorr, and yeah, it looks like just those 3 on that pinned Vosk world are different, so I'm gonna have to get rid of the repugnant trait since yeah, it only really matters on that world. Actually, the other places there's no one there that is a different species to them.